All right, congratulations, man. You took the leap of faith. That was pretty simple, right? It was just adding your email. But now, as promised, we're going to give you this free gift. This is how to wholesale. This is how you get into real estate with little to no money, all right? The art of wholesaling. I want you just to kind of wrap your brain around this concept. In every major city across the United States, think, are there people that die? Yes. Are there people that go through divorce? Yes. Are there people that move? Absolutely. Are there people that lose their jobs? You get the point. There's always a reason, no matter where you're at in this great country of ours, that people are going to need to sell their property at a steep discount. What we do as wholesalers, what we do as investors, is we find this inventory and then give that inventory or allow someone to purchase that inventory from us who's a fix and flipper, the people that you see on HGTV that go ahead and take the houses and make them look real pretty. Those people are constantly flipping properties, so they don't have the time to go look for the next property. That's where we come in. That's where we're going to teach you how to earn a six-figure salary doing this, all right? So let's just kind of go through this real briefly. So we have a house over here that is an ugly house. The roof has got something going on with it. You got the windows that are busted out of there. It just doesn't look good. And I'm going to pull a real life example. So a lady that I know, she had a property that she was trying to renovate, but she couldn't do it in a timely manner. And every single time she put money into this property, she was just dumping money into this property, people would go in there and they would steal it and they would take what she put in there out. Eventually, she got tired of it. She was like, you know what? I'm just losing money. Plus, she's paying taxes on it, okay? She's paying insurance on it, all right? It's a headache for her. It's a nightmare for her. She wants out. She decided that she wanted to cut her losses. So through some of the marketing steps that we teach you how to use, I found her, I located her, all right? And we had a simple conversation, all right? Now, this conversation is a script, but I've done it so many times that it's just very free. We're just talking as we're talking like friends, like me and you are talking right now. But I built that rapport, which we're going to show you how to do. I built that rapport with her so that she felt comfortable with me, comfortable enough where I came by the house, took a look at it. I estimated the repairs on the property, which is a key we're going to get into in a brief second here. I estimated the repairs on this thing, and I made her an all-cash offer. Now, I know you were saying, like, well, you said, you know, this is no money into it or very low money into it. Right, because this is different. This is about control, not ownership. Once again, this is about control, not ownership. I want to control this property. I don't want to own it. I want to control it. How do I do that? Very simple. It's called a contract, right? We've all seen them. You've probably signed one before. If you've bought a house before, you've signed a contract, okay? So on this contract, believe it or not, I told her I would purchase this property for $4,000, okay? $4,000 is what I told her I was going to purchase this property for. Now, I already estimated the repairs. I already knew how to do that, just through some of the simple exercises that we talk about in the course. I already knew that what the property was worth if it was fixed up. That's called our ARV, or after repair value. Then because I knew the market, I knew that this particular house was in a market that was more for rentals. So I knew the type of investor that would absolutely love this property, because at $4,000, what I was going to sell it to them for, I'll tell you in a little bit, plus the cost of repairs, they were going to be able to get a 16% ROI. ROI is return on investment. So make sure you write that down. Return on investment. Very, very important. That's what investors are looking for. They're looking for how much money are they going to put out versus how much they're going to receive. And then specifically in a rental market, how much are they going to receive month after month, year after year. Okay, different type of investor, different type of a home. But here's where I get to make my money. So for this property, remember, I got this under contract for $4,000. So she said, you know what, Tommy, I don't care. I don't want the house anymore. You give me $4,000 and I don't care what you do with it. It's yours. Now, if you've ever bought a house before, or even if you haven't, you probably know that houses are a little bit different than buying a car or clothing. You don't get your purchase right then and there. There's a process. That process allows me to go locate an investor, right, who is out there looking for property, right? They're looking for property because they need inventory. So I find an investor that wants to buy a house that looks something like this, that they can add value to, that they can put some money into and make it worth more than what they actually paid for it. I found someone that did that for $10,000. Okay? So all I did is I took my control that was given to me by the seller through contract. I took that and I sold the control, the contract, for $10,000. Now the difference between $4,000 and $10,000 is obviously $6,000, right? So because I know how to locate these type of properties and locate these type of buyers, I was able to earn $6,000 off of a property that I didn't spend a dime on. The only thing I spent money on was gas money to drive to her. So this process right here happens every single day. Every single day throughout the entire United States. I don't care. I hear people call me all the time. Is this going to work in New York? Is this going to work in LA? Is this going to work in Seattle? Is this going to work in the South? Is it going to work in the North? It works all over the country. All we're doing and all you're doing is finding a property like this. This property was abandoned, so you can go ahead and now use that, put that in your toolkit, look for abandoned properties. This property was abandoned. I found this one, and then I just located and found a seller using, a myriad of different strategies to create this profit margin for myself, and I was able to collect the $6,000 fee at closing. And guess what? My seller was ecstatic. She was so happy. She couldn't believe it. She recommended me to some other people that had property. She was happy that she got her $4,000 for her house and didn't have to deal with this headache. This is wholesaling. This is what we're going to teach you how to do if you decide to take actions. Now, I want to be clear on something. I know you're tired of your current lifestyle, but this right here is going to give you that freedom, but you're going to have to work. There's going to be a learning curve where you're going to need to learn how to do these things. This is just one strategy of finding abandoned properties and connecting them with sellers. There's so many other strategies that you can learn to do this. But at the very core of this right here is wholesaling.